Hey, what's up, Dom the Dragon? It's been a long time. Does everything sound good? Everything in order? Oh, nice, sweet, cool. What's up, man? How you been? Long time, for real. It's been a long time myself. Happy New Year, by the way. I think most people on the channel, if not like all the people I haven't spoken to or seen since like last year, so Happy New Year. Good, been doing school. Oh shit, sweet. What's going on in school? What are you saying now, or what's like at least what's hype about it? Or is it just some bullshit? Hey, what's up, Satan? Long time. How's it going? I think it's been a long time, but I think you only came like a couple times, and you was trolling the couple of times you did come when you came over here. So I'm not sure, but either way, what's up, man? It's been a while. Happy New Year. What's new? What you been up to, man? It's been a while. Happy New Year. How's the day been going? Today it was actually alright. It's pretty. It was an interesting Sunday. It's hard. Sundays tend to be one of the hardest days at work, so it's just one of those things. So you just did that, and then I kind of came home. I was gonna make something to eat, but there was already food. I had to take care of some errands and do a bunch of stuff. I did all that stuff. Cleaned up, knocked out a bunch of other things. So it's just, I guess you could call it a regular day. I don't know, I'm doing alright. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling hyped to be back and everything like that, but I'm not like maximum hyped that I should be. Like maybe like tomorrow or something or another time when I'm back on. But it is nice to like finally be back though. But there's also like certain like issues that's going on that it's like got me down too. But it's like not depressing down. It's just down as in like this really sucks. But at the same time, I feel amazing to be back. It feels great. Hey, thanks, Tom the Dragon, for coming through. I'll see you another time, man. Thanks for popping in and saying what's up. And good luck. I'm just gonna play this and probably play something else. I'm playing a bunch of variety stuff tonight, so I don't know. Customize your champion. I only got like a couple of hundred left, and I can get the new champion, the Weapon Master guy. I think all the new champs are like 60k, and I need I have like 59 something, 59,500, something like that.
I will fight to protect the sanctity of the wild.
Do I own a dog? No, I'm not really a dog person, but I have a turtle. I'm not really into dogs like that. Like, I like dogs, but I don't want to own a dog. And if I do want to own a dog, then I want like a husky or like some random dog that usually people don't even have like that. So I think it's just easier to be like, I'm not really a dog dude. I don't know. People say it's easy, but a Doge is a lot to take care of, like the upkeep and everything, and you have to like maintain it. You gotta feed them. You gotta house it. You gotta everything. Like I have a turtle, and he's a lot, and they say that they're not even a lot. I told you I didn't expect that. What's her name? My turtle's name is Ninja. You never, I never introduced you to my turtle. That's surprising. It's like right there. I'm shocked you can't see it. He's a cool turtle, man. He's a red ear slider. I got him from some random lady that was selling him on the street, and he came with like a few others. Like he had a brother and another person. And we were raising them together for a while, and then I don't know. They said that when you put turtles in the tank, sometimes like if they're not like compatible, they'll compete for food and things like that. So I guess like one kind of like didn't get to grow that big. Like they were growing together, but then after a while, it was just like one was like clearly bullying the other, dominating the other, like for sunlight, for things like that. And it was like, we're not gonna get two tanks. We're not gonna fucking put a splitter in the tank to separate them. So I don't know. Probably they just have the equivalent of dementia. I mean, there is that, and then how often are you gonna remember some random ass streamer's fucking turtle that they probably introduced you to only once or something, you know? So I don't believe it. You probably remember if somebody had a turtle. Damn, now I feel bad. I didn't feel bad before, but I don't know. Should have remembered this one. He's a cool turtle. He's my best friend in the world. 100% honest about that. He gives the best advice. Guy's the man.
This will aid me.
Captures the objective.
I don't know. Do you have any pets, or are you like a dog person or something?
Your aid is
Got a
appreciated.
few seconds.
Enemy rampage.
Yes, erect a wall where there's already a wall.
Seconds remaining.
You are quite the warrior.
Captures the objective.
Don't, sure you don't mind.
15 seconds remaining.
Just swap this on in here.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Captures the objective.
A little far on that wall. Shit, damn. I'm terrible. It ran out of time and picked her, but I'm trying the best. We're still doing okay, so it's okay.
I will fight with renewed vigor. Kneel.
There we go. I don't know if we're gonna get that lucky again. In total pets, you got a goldfish, a German Shepherd, a husky, a random baby bird, and a rabbit. A random baby bird, was it like when you found and then it just kind of became a pet? Husky is sweet. That's the kind of dog I would fuck with. Like
Point spawn.
goldfish, I think
15 seconds.
nearly everybody had one of those or a ton of those before. And a German Shepherd, that's a good dog. German Shepherds are good. Saint Bernards, Pit Bulls, etc. German Shepherd's one is like a man's dog or whatever.
2, 1.
It's a dog with a beard.
Someone so smart could not understand the simple truth. You are quite the warrior. Watch out behind us.
I like fish. I think fish are good ass pets. Like for real, cause just like I don't know, they're low maintenance. They look nice. You know, to take care of. The only thing is like fish die a lot. You got some fish for a very long time. They're like big fish tend to live a long time. The small fish, they be dying like all the time.
Assist me. Enemies behind us. Send them back from whence they came. Thank you, my friend.
So keep dropping these walls and force them into tunnels. Oh, she's kind of badass. They, like force their line of fire.
Kneel.
Killing spree.
Your aid is appreciated.
Marley, your German Shepherd, is the most friendly character in the world. Why the fuck? Why not whale? On a whale? Whatever. I mean, yeah, they probably live for a minute, but it'd be very expensive to own a fucking whale, dude. Like, you know how much those things eat alone? Unless like you just own the whale in tidal alone, and you don't have anywhere to house or maintain it. Like it just lives in the ocean and does its thing as it normally would. But like people know that you own the whale. That'd be sweet though. It's like a Free Willy situation. But wait, was it Free Willy in the It wasn't in the wild. The whole thing was to go and get it to the wild.
Victory.
This is like a different situation. It's more like yeah, like you just people know of it. Like it will come to you or something. Like you just go to the edge of the beach. It's like, oh shit, whale. No, that's this guy's whale. That's sick. But to have to like buy a part of the ocean and to have to buy boats and boats load of like food and shit like that. But I don't think a whale is a bad pet to have. It wouldn't be too terrible. I mean, that's definitely within the riding categories as far as pets. Yo, Willie Whale was like, "Hey, Bubby, what's going on, sugar?" This is like a good mix, and I still can't stomach it. And it's a good techno mix. I don't know. It's like I like techno, but then every time I listen to techno, I remember I don't like techno. I don't understand, because this is solid. This is the type of mix I was looking for when it came to techno music, but I just can't get through it. Name what we did. Name Ahab. Mix it up. So it's like you wanna bite ice cream, but after doing it, you regret it. Some ice cream is supposed to be consumed that way. Actually, like they make some ice cream that you could like bite into. That's soft enough. The bar things like the I don't know if they call them ice cream bars, right? That basically is a bar. Still, like the ice cream sandwich counts as a bar too, and like the Klondike bars and stuff like that. But the ones that come on the stick too, that like that's ice cream, but you can bite into those, and they're meant to be bitten into. You're not supposed to just sit there and lick them all day. Some people do that, but they're actually meant to be bitten. When you see them on the packaging and shit, it has like the teeth chunks out of them. All right, so we're at 59,689. We need like 400 gold. We can do our second siege for the daily siege, and I'll give you 300. And then for 2 onslaughts, you'll get them. What are the quests today, actually? 2 games as frontline. We could knock that out right now. Thank you for the fucking time pick. Alright, we're about to get it right now. If we get another game of siege, just turn off these. And we pick somebody frontline, we'll get enough money to buy friggin' Tony the Tiger. We out. I mean, the kind of ice pops. Anyone bite those? I'm gonna die right there. No. See, you can't be biting those. Those are literally ice. Like, GG, it's over for you. Even those that get to a certain point where you can bite, so in like summertime, I like to like eat them. Like, I actually do bite those. I eat those by biting those until it gets like lower. Like, you don't take it out. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. Like the hold on, I gotta pick frontline. Wrong. The ones that are like the rectangle ones, the ones in plastic that you can bite, not the ice pops. Like, even those, because some of those have sticks too. But even those I tend to bite. I'm trying to think about it. Like, wait, well, you don't bite those. The only ones I can think of you not biting is the like completely solid ice ones, like the ones you put in the freezer yourself. Like the ones you could buy at home and put in the freezer. Those ones you can't just come out of the gate biting. Like, it's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to tear the thing and then yeah. But like the ones you get in the store, like the big ones that are like that, you can bite those. I might end up biting on the front, the whole thing. Your teeth are they would like go into your brain, like into your nose. Yeah, the ones you put in the freezer would kill you. It would just be death immediately. Like, you don't want that. Let me get this furry out of here. Thanks, you elegant lady. Yo, what? He's just standing there. Oh my god, their healer must be fucking a god, dude. He's literally standing there looking at me while I'm killing. Like, what is Bomb King doing? Look, man, this is some bullshit. That was crap. We had that. I went back to my bathroom to get your damn glasses, and the bath curtain has something against it. It looks like a damn Kermit the Frog hand. Who murdered Kermit the Frog Pack? You didn't scream in the face. Oh my bad. Damn shit. You should have said something. Well, you did just now, but thank you. Sorry about that. I don't have like a stream deck or anything. I have to like do all that shit manually, and I need to remember to do that, which isn't that hard. But I mean, it's been a while. I haven't streamed in a while, so I'm allowed one so far. What the fuck is in your bathroom? And if you got a Kermit, is that like a scrubbing thing, like one of those washing things? Somebody in your house might be into swamp creatures. Oh my god, man. I was gonna dash over there, but I thought somebody was there. Well, haven and resilience it is then. That's a sick ass skin. Look like Windermere.
Point spawning in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3,
Come on, let's make this last game a good one.
1.
The Muppet movies are weird. No one questions the damn puppet for walking around because they're a puppet. I mean, I wouldn't question it either if a Muppet just started talking to you, like not even a real frog. Like a real frog starting to talk to you is one thing, because I have a turtle and it talks to me. But like a Muppet frog talking to you, you can't question it, man. It's already like moving around. Like you're too deep by the time to even question what's going on. You've already been speaking to a Muppet. A self-sufficient pepper frog. A freaking cloth and cotton frog. I always wondered about like how you know, sometimes like Kermit and stuff would have real frogs and he would toss it. Like how weird would that be? Like they would show scenes of like real frogs in a swamp and it would be Kermit and he'd be like hanging out with them and shit. Also, I've always wondered because alright, on Sesame Street, what type of Muppet is Gonzo? I'm not worried about Gonzo. Gonzo could be Gonzo. He's a monster. I was literally just gonna ask, what type of Muppet is Grover? Because there's mad Muppets, right? And they're for the most part supposed to be animals, right? Or like some kind of monster, some kind of stuff. What the fuck is Grover? All we know is he has superpowers. Gotta go. They're just gonna walk this right in again. Trying to keep it together here. Yeah, like the Count, you can tell what he is even though he's not an animal. The blue guy, you can tell who he is because he's a guy. Bert and Ernie, those guys are humans. Animal is, I think he's a human. He's just like caveman-y. trying to think any other weird public because all the other ones are animals like Big Bird and shit. What is Elmo? I think Elmo's a monster, if I'm not mistaken. Or not like a Muppet or a monster. I forgot what Zoe is. I think she's just a regular Muppet too, like just a Muppet.
Seconds remaining.
What type of mad scientist created sentient alive human on purpose? I think it's a thing that comes from like, it's like
15 seconds remaining.
one of the oldest things ever, or the age-old things is like man, God created man, and then like man trying to create man in his own image, or God created man in his own image, and then man trying to create life in his own image. So then the whole thing of like the wooden man, the stone man, the clay man, etc., and then those stories, and then stories like fucking Pinocchio and what's the other one with the girl? I'm trying to think of a girl one to add like some kind of like balance. I don't know, weird science or some shit, right? Or fucking they did something similar to that the other day with like some I forget the name of that movie. Anyway, it was another movie. All that kind of stuff. So I think it's an ancient thing. Like it's just an old thing of like, can I somehow create that? Even now, with like as we move into the age of like AI and everything that's gonna happen with AI and cybernetics and robotics and synthetics. So this bettering of like organic life by what might ultimately be the creation of synthetic life, because we don't have synthetic life yet, not intelligent and not in the way that we would fully like dub it. So I think with like the improvements to organic life, like prosthetic limbs and robotic arms and pacemakers and hearing aids and etc., vision implants, blah 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 blah, the list goes on, and then neural link or whatever is on the way, right? Then pair that up with like synthetic life happening at some point. You know, it's that whole thing of like, okay, God creates men for men to become a god in his own right and then create another form of life. You know, it's weird shit. I think that counts. Yep, we got 6481. Let's get this guy. Please do not release a new champion in the next like month. I feel like I had to grind to get Rom. I didn't really have to grind to get Tiberius because I already had like a good amount, but I feel like I didn't get Tiberius and then right after the new champion, 60k again. It really does take a long time to get it. Some super patriotic old drunk American fat lady who goes screaming out her door. An old person neighborhood shot into Russia. Oh, Russian spies. Probably, most likely. We don't know what's going on. I mean, Russia and China are right next to each other, and I don't know. That's one thing I never understood either. Like Russia and China are right next to each other. They're not in that cool of codes with each other, but they are at the same time. So if Russia and America were in arms together, like with Trump or whatever, would it that compel him not to cause the tariffs on China and the trades on China as well? Like, wouldn't that mess up that relationship? And then especially considering those important like pipeline relationships between Russia and China, and then if we were really in Russia's back pocket because of Trump, he wouldn't make the decisions that he made, or his administration or whatever is going on wouldn't make the decisions they've made against China openly. It's like simple logic like that we like don't even take into consideration. Like, of course you're not going to let them do everything they want, but a lot of their stuff you wouldn't care about. But to be openly combating China in their trade and their ripping off of patents and their blatant stealing of information and shit like that, it's like, if there was really any collusion, or if there was really anything to be like, okay, Trump is definitely in cahoots with Russia, then we would definitely see him being more lenient on China for sure. And we're not seeing that. So it's, I don't know. This is just your opinion. Trump might start the second. I don't. Here's the thing. Like, all right, two things, right? Like, on the one hand, because of recent events or whatever, people think or would think that he might start the next kind of like few years of Middle East war. So that whole we going back to the war on Iraq, etc. Like basically the continuation of the war on terror, or the next chapter in the war on terror, even though there's been kind of a low hum for a little while now, right? Either that's like one way to look at it as far as starting war, and then the other way as far as starting war is the definite incoming war. Whether or not that war gets physical or not, we're not sure, but we're definitely in the very budding stages, and we'll be in a full-blown trade war soon. So that's for sure. But will that trade war become like war or war as we know it? I don't know. But that one seems more likely because it's already happening, already started, than the continuation of the war on terror. I'm not sure how that's gonna go because it seems like the whole shit is like dying down anyway with Syria, with everything. I've had enough of this music shit. We got enough for Tiberius. I think I'm gonna try to play something fire. Yeah, I actually just switched over. I'm not playing a match right now, but thanks for letting me know. That's more like it. Let me see. We can get going here because I'm supposed to be playing a variety of stuff anyway. Hey, what's up, Scientist Speak? What's going on? I don't think you were on the sub wall. Surprisingly. Nah, I don't think you ever subbed, but I do remember you. What's up, man? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's been a long time. Happy New Year. Haven't seen you. It was good. It was good. Not much, man. Just here unwinding after work, just playing some games. It was a hard Sunday. What's going on with you, man? How you been? Which developer agreed Tony the Tiger? I wondered the same thing. As soon as I saw it, it was like, yo, badass Tony the Tiger. Freaking the incoming Kellogg's action. What we getting into? We were playing some Paladins. I just wanted to get enough. I had like almost enough. I started with like 69k somewhere around there today. So I almost had enough. No, 59k. So I almost had enough to get Tiberius. Now I got it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it right now or just wait till next time I'm gonna play the buy. But I'm not playing any more games Paladins for right now. I want to switch to something else. But yeah, we finally got enough and we're doing that, and then we're playing some variety. I'm playing Dragon's Dogma right now. Honestly, I was playing with my girl, but she's being annoying, so I don't know if I'm gonna just continue playing myself. Cause alright, the thing is, I was playing on Xbox. This game completely will blow up your Xbox if it's the original model because it fills up the cache memory. So you can't play this game. You can play nearly any other game, but gigantic games like this one on the original, you can't. Unfortunately, right? So I started over after such a long playthrough, but the night I started over, my girlfriend was here, so she was like watching me play. So then she got mad into it, and now she's on some like, oh, don't play if I'm not around type shit. So it's like kind of stuck there. I'm not trying to do that. Yeah, I got a regular 1X, whatever the initial model was. Like I got both consoles, both of the ninth generation consoles I got like on day one. All I have to say is Rivals of Aether, Golden Ronald McDonald. If you ever played the game, you know. No, I remember Rivals of Aether, but I don't remember Golden Ronald McDonald. I probably didn't play it long enough for that. I remember it being like a Smash game. Plus, I'm not really into like Smash games like that. I like Brawlhalla a little bit, but Smash like games or whatever, I'm not really a fan of. Yeah, we'll probably continue some dankerism for a little bit. Let's get this music out of here. Yeah, man. Where's the arrow carrier going? overtimes that. Too OP. That's like Ronald in Mugen or something. Don't play unless it's exactly, yo. That's real stuff that I had to go through. When you remember when I don't know if you were here before that, but around when Borderlands 3 came out, like I was trying to play that like every day, but it was on something like, oh, don't play without me. You actually told me to play, but at the same time, it was a loaded play because it was like, yeah, you could play, but I'm gonna act like a jerk whenever I see you, etc., etc. So I was like, all right, you know what? I actually ended up staying on Pandora for like a month, just doing those quests, doing other things, doing whatever. Then we finally got out of Pandora. Then I finished the game solo with my character. No, I didn't. I actually didn't finish it. I got off Pandora, did some other things, but didn't want to get too far, and then waited on it, and then we continued playing like normal and finished it. But with Odyssey, it's just like, yo, I like watching this game, so. But is there multiple save games in Borderlands? I think there's one file, and on your file you can have a ton of characters. I'm not sure what the slottage is for 3. I think it's at least 4 because you can make one of each.
It is difficult to walk such a narrow path. I pray the day monsters.
That game is live. That reminds me, I have to get the Moxie DLC.
See us closer, my merchant.
I find through Frostfire stream is broadcasting your stream on his. I think it doing it as well. Yeah, I remember Science Week. I remember Frostfire as well. I checked out the channel a few times. Actually gonna go back there and like relink with everybody. I'm sure everybody's like, yo, this guy just fucking disappeared out of nowhere. Like all this shit happened. Like, well, a lot of the new people, but like most of the regulars, the subs, or the older people will know. Like, I don't know. Sometimes, like in the past, at least sometimes it would just happen, or those who were there before knew that it was like inevitable. Like it would come at some point. If I didn't find a job or didn't find anything that was going on, at some point it's basically gonna happen. But yeah, I remember Frostfire. Shout outs, man, because he actually came through. Like so many people came out of nowhere. All right, saying to himself, I'll see you later, man. Thanks for coming by. But yeah, he brought so many people like out of nowhere. I was like, holy shit. They all came and engaged. His community was kind of cool, like everything like that. And he just found the channel randomly. It was one day like I was just tight, man. I was salty. I was like, fucking, yo, everything sucks. I was like mad angry. He just came through like, yo, just dropping the love. Stream is looking good.
The pass is treacherous, Master. Watch your head.
Oh yeah, I was looking for another tablet or tome in the other bandit camp. One was way close to the encampment, and then the other one is past Grand Soren. So let's just get out of this canyon.
All texts claim the roads twixt Grand Soren and Cassidus were once well traveled.
Yeah, it was a bad time, man. I'm glad times are better now. So much glad, so glad, so glad, so thankful, so appreciative. Just gotta get the stream back up to speed, get everything back up to speed, and we're good to go. Cause a lot of people where they got lost in translation is thank you man, chin is up high right now. I'm looking at mad clouds. What gets a lot of people lost in translation, I was saying, was the like, all right, if you're not a regular on like other forms of social media, so if you just come for the stream, like I don't put announcements like on the channel page itself or in my buttons often or things like that, unless it's something insane or like a charity or something like that, right? But if the folks that weren't keeping up with what's going on, like do not go on like Instagram, don't go on don't join the Discord, don't do things like that, they won't know what's actually happening on like a day-to-day basis. So to those people, it was probably just like, oh, blackout, you know. Yeah, exactly. So it'd just be like, what, this guy just fucking died? I think we can get here without dying. Damn. Almost worked. It's the first time he's cheating channel live. This is the first time it's been live in a minute. Welcome back. This is his first night. This wasn't even a thing. I just got on because I was sitting at my desk. I'm usually like over there. So I happened to be sitting there. I was doing some other things, just clean. Everything is like put away, organize everything, no stress tonight. So I'm like, all right, I'll hit the live button. But nah, I stopped for a minute though because of everything that was going on. But I made a promise to myself like a while back, like I don't even know, but a long time back. I was just like, if I'm gonna be gaming, unless it's like some real personal gaming, like if I'm gonna be gaming, I might as well be live. But yeah, I had to take a couple weeks and adjust to everything. Like, I did start a new job, did do some other stuff, so I had to get used to that, and then scheduling, how that's gonna work with what's going on, like energy levels and all that kind of stuff. So I think within the last like month or close to that, figured out that stuff. So I think we're good. I think around like 8ish, like this time. Well, it's about to be 9 now. Well, it's 9 after. It's 5 after 9. But around like 8ish, I guess we can start getting on to the new schedule. Maybe every day, if not, every other day or 3 days a week. I'm usually off closer to the end of the week, so either stronger streams on those days or stronger streams during the work days, even though that will make the time go by like that. Because if it's stronger streams during the work days, then like at night if I get back and then stream, it'll be like boop, that's it, roll into the next day, and then it'll be a haze until days off come. So I don't know if that's smart or not. I gotta think about it. I was with a realty company. It's not bad. I think they're a good realty company. I like the job, I like the place. I liked just basically how it worked out when I went there. You know, the interview was good. Everything was solid. The jokes were good. Like everybody was like a dude's dude. You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't a freaking weekend hunter or fisher, you had like ex-military. If it wasn't ex-military, it was whoever. So it was like all types. Like it was all types of people, but very similar, but all different at the same time. And then on top of that, like after, it was just like I got on the site, it was like, yo, here you get your own shop, your own everything. No real anybody to answer to unless it's an emergency or you absolutely need someone on site to answer to somebody. Like, all right, well, if there's somebody who's legit asking, like, who do you answer to? Here's the person. You know, aside from that, not really. I don't talk to anybody on a daily basis. It's low stress, low everything. You know, it's just hard work. So you gotta give and take. I would take sanity over like physical work any day. Well, over non-physical work. because I would say like the trade off is good in terms of, because I was telling like my mom and dad told my girlfriend that like they even understand it to a sense where it's like, yeah, you go, it's work where you work yourself to the bone or whatever, or sometimes you can, sometimes it's a little easier, but it's different from the mental stress and the annoyance of, okay, at freaking 11 we have stand up, so you got to be ready for that. What are our actionable items this week? How are we doing between that and last week? Like going into the office, talking to people about the same thing over and over again, having the fifth meeting about the actionable item that didn't get taken care of in the icebox again, begging for money, galas, events, like all those kind of things. So it's like, yo, this is way, I would say like, yo, it's all right. Yeah, significant hit to pay, but this is way less of a everyday, like, just if it's not your personality, and then you're like, basically you're clashing. You're clashing depending on your personality type daily. So you want things in life and you want to get things done and you want to achieve stuff, but you're clashing wise because you are not. It's not even about like being introverted or being not introverted. It's more just like, is it your nature to smile in people's face when you don't like them? You know, those kind of things. Like, is it your nature? Because you just have to. Some of you just have to. They're fine with it, and people vary in degrees of how fine are you with it. And how much are you willing to take part of it? How much are you willing to sweep under the rug? How much are you willing to address it? How much are you willing to be passive aggressive about it, etc. Right? So it really depends on you, the environment, and your type as well as reaction to environment. Right? So it's one of those things. For some people, they can play that game, and it's no problem to them, and they don't see anything wrong with it, and don't see it as wrong. And for some people, it will cause them to fucking blow up internally. At first, I was working at a food court, worked at Dunkin' Donuts and Nathan's Hot Dogs. It was pretty good damn jobs, man. Stayed there for a bit and got promoted to manager. Managing at fast food is actually tough. Like any chain management is very annoying. You can't be fake. Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Like to a degree, because it's not just like a fake thing. It's more or less also just like, dude, there's times where you literally have to lie. You know, you're gonna have to. There's no other way around it. And it's not a lie as in like like a white lie or whatever in terms of business. It's like some really big shit that you have to be dishonest about in order to get business done. Like those kind of things, like dude, it kills me. I can't do it. Like, the reason why I was doing it in the first place is not to do that stuff. And then to find out you have to do that. Anyway. There's nothing really out. Let's get to bandit camp up here.
Feel that salty breeze. We must be nearing the sea.
It's hard. It's even small things too. It's not just as huge as like, oh well, being fake or anything like that. It could be just a simple thing of like trying to have to be presentable all the time, and like all of those kind of things. Like even the small stuff where that's not fake. That's actually you trying to be real. You're trying to put on a genuine persona or be personable or be whatever. Hey, I'm snazzy today. You know, those kind of things. Like I don't mind it, but all the time, every day, it just can't. Nah.
Was once a place under heavy watch. Best we were no less vigilant now.
War has not been kind to this place.
Bandits arisen.
Think we're getting close. There's a bunch of bandits over here.
I take down the most troublesome of them. They're left exposed after a run.
They attack in quick succession. No, they hold the advantage.
Please help me.
Cities will get every amenity.
Trying to get Ash.
This will restore everything.
Please help me.
Tis a troubling foe. They're left exposed after a grand strike.
That's walking right past me, Rook. Fuck.
Counter after they strike.
I cannot take much more.
This will restore a bit of health.
My consciousness fades.
Counter after they strike.
Tis a troubling foe. They're left exposed after a grand strike. I feel your wounds. Ranged attacks. Counter after they strike.
I cannot take much more.
A curative will serve.
When you're playing a real old man.
Find an opening, then strike. A curative.
My consciousness fades.
Don't get up and immediately. Freaking.
A moment's distraction could prove fatal.
Please help me.
A moment's distraction can prove fatal.
Oh, I just walked out.
My consciousness fades.
A moment's distraction could prove fatal.
They attack in quick succession. Tis a troubling foe.
No, they hold the advantage.
Leave it to me.
There's no time to watch this one.
A moment's distraction could prove fatal. War has not been kind in this place. Counter after they strike.
I'll take them.
A moment's distraction can prove fatal.
No, they hold the advantage.
distraction can prove fatal.
They're left exposed.
Hey, we got through it.
Cover after they strike.
But that's a clear sign to go to Grand Certain and get better stuff too.
A moment's distraction can prove fatal.
I cannot take much more.
Counter after they strike.
They attack in quick succession. Oh, are we even hurting it?
Was once a place under heavy watch. Lest we are no less vigilant now.
Which group of bandits has taken the book? If only we knew. Grand Soren, the beating heart of all Grances. Perhaps it's time we began our search for this magic book, Master.
This way
So
leads
it
on to
became a
the
norm.
cavern.
So
How fare you?
We'll like find shops selling weapons and sundries within.
Which group of bandits has taken the book? If only we knew. This must be an alehouse.
For myself, I ain't many friends. You'll find naught but the finest wares here.
ain't no damn rocks.
You'll find naught but the finest wares here. Thank you very much.
I need the cable holder.
The Duke assembles men of great valor to rise against the dragon. I pray they are successful.
Most of the doors are...
Hello. Yes, Arisen.
Why does it sound like that? Yo, shit. Why does it sound like that?
Yes, Arisen. Yes, Arisen.
Well, hello.
Poor Bodrick. He wasn't always mad, you know. He was once a scholar of renown. Spent his days poring over tomes about what lies beyond the rift. One day, he up and vanished. We all took him for perished. But after a time, there he was, wandering the city, spouting his sing-songy rattle.
This inn can serve as the hub of our journeys.
Hail, friend. Been some time. Trust you've been well? But come, if it was idle twittering you'd wanted, you'd have sought a prettier bird than this old crow. Crows bring tidings, most oft grim. Me, I bring you work. Still grim, I'm afraid. Well, salvation again, naturally. Now there's word they've a man inside the castle. If that be true, he'll have need to leave the castle eventually to meet with the others. All I ask is that you keep watch. If you see someone leaving the castle, shadow them. I only have need of your eyes. Follow them and see what business has them out. Skulking about is more my line than yours, I know. But pray, lay your chivalry aside this once. I do it myself, but there's aught has me away from Grand Sorin for a time. Nothing for it, I fear. Tell your findings to the innkeep. We have an arrangement. Tread carefully, friend, and quietly, what's more.
Are your travel preparations...
These last years, Duke Edmund seen to repairing worn fortifications. Grand Soren's not the largest of cities, sure, but its walls are well strong. All of them. Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today? will it be today? Have your pick. Any you like. What will it be today? Understood.
How did I perform? I tried my hardest. I've learned of beasts.
Oh shit, we're gonna fight Ultimate Weapon. Yeah. You can hear the PS4. What's up, Giraffe? Okay, so wait, can you hear game audio? Can you hear the game's music? Alright. I couldn't ask for better than that. Hey man, it's gonna be loud. And I'm not getting a pro anytime soon. The next time I buy a PlayStation when 5 drops. Knock on wood, knock on metal, whatever. I've had this one since launch. It is mad loud though, even with headphones on. I get it. Which is better, PlayStation, PC, or Xbox? It depends on a lot of different factors. What are the parameters? Like, what are we arguing about in terms of better? Or do you just mean overall? Because if we're talking overall, then it's hands down PC. But it even just like a conversation of better when it comes down to it. Most of the time, it's PC. The only thing PC tends to lack or lose in is exclusives and releases that don't get PC ports that are really good. Like some of the best games still. The thing about consoles still, like regardless of how powerful PCs get, consoles still get some of the best games ever, and a lot of them don't come to PC, even though now more and more games come to PC. This is my favorite. Out of those 3, I'll probably say PlayStation, because like even though like I love PC, I'm an avid PC gamer, like you have to take nostalgia and take all those other things into consideration, and like growing up and like gaming in general, and PlayStation never really did me wrong. I never had PlayStation like break on me in particular. I never had PlayStation like, that's just my personal experience, you know. All those games I grew up with, all those games that I always played, PSN was never really too much of an issue for me, and it was free for the longest. Like, all of those things, man. There's a lot of factors that come into play, and it just make PlayStation my favorite. But best, just on nearly every front, is PC. I don't want to pass through here if I don't have to. We gotta go. Supposed to be there already. I don't have any of the new PS4 or Xbox, but I did play some of the first games on PS1 and original Xbox. Wow, those are like ancient. But yeah, I remember some of the original Xbox games. Those were actually good. Not just the original ones, but when they still had the partnership with Sega, and they were releasing all those games. So you got random ass games like Otogi and Jet Set Radio Future, Sega GT, Sega Bass Fishing, Gun Valkyrie, Panzer Dragoon. So many games, yo. I don't necessarily have to, but I could do this fate. There he is up there. What's this game? This is Final Fantasy 14. It's an MMO. It's the best MMO next to World of Warcraft. If World of Warcraft is the best, this is the only other one right there. I was thinking about it. A few nights ago or whatever. I was like, oh, should I get back into WoW? You know, because I've been watching a good amount of people that I watch play it, and people coming back, and Classic is still fresh, even though people have like been playing Classic to death since launch, and now people are actually all right. So the people who killed themselves on it in the first wave are dying down now. Like they're like, all right, I'm out of here, and they're going back either back to retail or playing something else or putting it down or just playing it less in general, right? And then the people who are just now getting Classic are getting into it, which is like not as much as that initial push, but still a good number. Am I going to get the PS5? Of course. Got to. That's a no-brainer. Definitely have to get PS5. There's so many good games that potentially are gonna drop on there, and then games that we know and love already are getting remasters and just like better performance, and you don't have to buy them again in order to get those things, which is nice. Even though even the question you asked earlier, like the like somebody asked me some other questions about some other stuff, but you just asked me about which one, PS5, PS4, Xbox, or PC. With this 10th generation, like that's the thing. Like it definitely doesn't matter. The only thing it's crazy because it was like the only thing that mattered was content. Yes, for the most part, always, right? But as we went on, that became less and less of a thing because like everything drops on everything now. But it seems like it's kind of went like, I wouldn't say full circle because it's not a circle. It's more of like a I don't know, something looped but not a circle. But something where the end point is the beginning point, but it isn't a ring or a circle, right? So I forget the term or whatever you want to call that, right? So it's that kind of thing where now we're back again, where it's like we thought by now exclusives would never even be an issue. It wouldn't even be a problem to move devices. But now with all 3 of the 10th generation consoles basically being the same thing under the hood, for the most part, for like 100% the most part, they're virtually the same fucking console. But PC, you have the benefit of being able to, when you feel like it or when you have to, upgrading or changing it or customizing it, right? But all 3 of them are out of the gate launching basically the same way. Now it comes right back to way more importance and way more emphasis on software, which I thought we wouldn't even be at this point again, but whatever. It's back to the exclusives moving units, or just like the thought of them. You want to get the Series X, but you have like $50 to your name. I mean, dude, yeah, the Series X is the new one, right? Or the new consoles. Those aren't launching for a good while. You have quite some time, and so many games coming out between them to like save up. So save your 50 towards it. Alright, the mission is a go. How do you make money off streaming? It depends. There's a lot of different ways. I don't do all of them. I've done some of them, and I'm sure there's even more that I don't know about. And there's some that I can't do because of gender and all types of other stuff. So one way is subs. They'll subscribe to the channel, you get a percentage and a payout of it. Another way is bits. When people donate any bits or anything like that, you get the bits. You get a bit of the bits. Twitch takes their percentage of the purchase made to acquire the bits, as far as like a virtual currency, and then those bits are passed around between people. So that's another way you can make it, but it's not like the most lucrative way. It's just another method. Now they have the points thing. I said subs, donations. Those are, it depends on your channel, but those can be inconsistent. But those can definitely be a good. They're good regardless, but they can be like a really good boost or just like regular income. So there's that. There's also whatever you leverage. Hey, what's up, Brian? Yes, I'm alive. There's also whatever you leverage it into, like other things, like, oh, maybe you host a show, maybe you do this, maybe you make videos, so your Twitch feeds your YouTube, or the other way around, your YouTube feeds your Twitch, like all those kind of things. So there's that. It's a lot of different ways, but the main way, like just from Twitch itself, you want to make money from Twitch, is just grinding those subs, because subs are what sustain everyone. That's recurring. That's one price that you get half of, and it's recurring currency. But there's other ways to make money from the platform itself. There's like a bunch of different ways. How you been, Bronny? Happy New Year. Where have I been? I mean, like, all my shit got cut off. I was broke. I tell you, it was coming. I don't know if you remember. A lot of people remember that. I was explaining to some people earlier, because like the people who follow me on other stuff than Twitch, like other social media, other everything, they know what happened, like Discord, etc. Because like I make those like announcements or messages. I usually don't announce anything or make any messages on the channel unless it's charity. So all of the people who strictly just watch from Twitch or D Live or something like that, they have no idea unless they have me on something else. I was like, what happened to this guy? But yeah, I've just been like working, getting used to my new job, and doing a bunch of other stuff, and trying to get shit in order. And shit is in order enough to stream right now. So we out. And I'm playing the greatest game ever made. The greatest MMO ever made, excuse me. They allowed me to transfer over my account. They didn't nickel and dime me on the transfer. I'm not even complaining. Get to pick up right where we left off on the white mage right here. No grind, and just about time. Ready to finish up a few things and get into Shadowbringers when I can. So this is very good right now. Where you been, man? What you been up to? Been trying to get through school. Shit's tough. How's school going, man? What are you studying now? The fatigue is getting to you. Damn, what's your schedule looking like? And are you doing any sports as well? First semester I was on top of it. That's how it starts. You don't want to see how somebody's doing in school, but by taking an example for the first semester, you need like that third semester. Hey, how are they operating late third semester? Like, all right, you got it then. Had ultimate frisbee in the fall, and I got baseball in spring. Oh shit! Ultimate frisbee is like a full-on collegiate sport and shit with like teams and shit. Says a dog sport. That sounds about right. You know what I always wondered? Maybe you know, or somebody else knows, like lacrosse. Like what is that? What is the origins of lacrosse? I've never been brought to look it up and then watch it or something, or read a Wikipedia article about it or whatever. Like where does lacrosse come from, and what is it? Like, I know what it is, but the origins. But yeah, there's a league. I'm surprised. That seems like a random ass sport to have a league in a school for. How many other schools are in the league? Ultimate frisbee. Lacrosse has its origins in a tribal game played by Eastern Woodlands Native Americans and by some Plain Indian tribes. Wait, what? Wait, I'm gonna die. Hold that. And some Plains Indian tribes. It's now the United States of America and Canada. The game is extremely modified by European colonizers to North America to create its collegiate and professional form. Interesting. I did not know that. Yet another thing colonized and stolen. That's crazy. Nah, I didn't know it was a Native American game. Yeah, during the native days of the sports, the losing team would be beaten to death. They took that serious. Damn. Now I always wondered about it. I was like, why do colleges play that? Like when there's football, there's basketball, there's so many other sports, and it's not just colleges. There's like schools too. Even schools here, like in New York, there's charter schools, regular ass schools have lacrosse teams, and it's a surprising thing. Like, how did that get so integrated into school life or whatever, right? Or school sports? Dude, target the guy. That's not the guy. Yo, it dash won't even let me target the guy. There we go. My salary area has a whole league. Most schools got this shit. Exactly, that's what I was saying. It got surprising to me because it often wasn't offered, but it was where it became interesting and even asked the question is because I always see it now, like even in regular schools, like all the time, everywhere. It used to be like if a school had a lacrosse team, it had some kind of funding or it had some kind of like thing going on, and then as of like not very recently, but recently, you see like all these schools offer lacrosse as an extracurricular or as a physical activity, so a physical education. So, all right. You hit the guy with stone 2 and then drop the target immediately. Why do you keep doing that? Well, I'm going to run away. I'll figure that out. Alright, go lurk some streams. Later, man. Thanks for coming by. I'll see you next time. So mess around with this for a bit. This is like among the final missions of I want this character. So the final missions of ARR. It's about to be the end of it. This is like post the big move that Alphanod and Ishtola and Papa Limo and everybody's gonna make. One for the Scions. So yeah, I've never played this on controller, so bear with me. I was actually really considering playing this with keyboard and mouse, but I think that might defeat the purpose. But at the same time, it might not be that bad. I'm not that far from it. I can plug those things in. I don't know, but it doesn't feel bad on controller, which is the thing. It's just different. It's not bad or anything. It also reset a good deal of stuff. That's a new skill. Flawless Solace. Instant HP potency 700. And it costs a healing gauge. I think I had it keyed. Right here. Cannot use yet. Okay. This might be only target. Because like regen can work on self and others. And your regular cure can work on yourself as well. So my guess is Solace is like only people. Oh, there's a good amount of new skills. I know they changed up cross skills for last expansion. Instantly draws target party member to your side. Cannot be used outside of combat or when blah blah blah. Oh, we got rescue now. Nice. Usage instantly gradually restores HP MP instant. I could use that. That's cheap. They got rid of the need for ethers. I'm about to sell all my ethers. Alright, everything is all here. You just gotta get used to navigating this normally. It's gonna be nice. Nah, we're back to normal. Still get push from water. It blinds them. I don't know if you still get the push. I'm trying to find out where it is because oh, there we go. Fluid aura. It blinds the target. No more giant pushback. 6-second blind. Hey, what's up, Dragon? Oh shit. A bit too many folks here. How you doing? Doing alright. I'm doing pretty damn good. Can't complain. How you doing? Doing good right now. Oh, Snapdragon's Woodbase, thank you for the sub. And thank you for joining the struggle. The struggle is real. Thank you. It means a lot because the subs actually saved my life. I'm gonna tell you guys that story at another time when like the regulars are here and it's like just a good day, whatever. I'll tell you guys the story of how the sub saved my life. But thank you, man, for adding to that as well. I added to the sub wall. And Happy New Year, by the way. Got that emote. Guild Wars 2 or never went to. That is I feel like you trolling me. Even though I like Guild Wars 2. I got on the other day for like a little bit. And then I got out of there. Guild Wars 2 is solid. But nah. And Neverwitch I was playing in the fall a little bit. But I ended up just not liking it. It's a little bit too instance based. Like I like D&D stuff and I like it, but I'm not feeling it. The perfect worldliness of it shows a lot, and I don't know. It's just not for me. But Neverwinter is all right. But Guild Wars 2 is fantastic. I don't know why I didn't feel like playing it back. Like the other day, I saw it. I was looking at it. I was like, don't know if I'm ready here. I know what it is. I think the thing about Guild Wars, which is sad, is that it's one of those games like even though it is an MMO and you can like get into it, do what you want, like have fun, like it's still difficult to play without like a known squad or at least like actively saying I'm gonna get on this Discord, get on this thing and like partner up with people. You know what I mean? I think that's what like is a tough thing to get over. But once you can, or if you can get over that in Guild Wars, you're gonna have mad fun. But yeah, this is Final Fantasy, the other biggest MMO. It's taken a long time, but I finally got there. gonna need you to miss those. I mean, you get some good titles from the guys. Well, do you play MMOs? Oh shit. Was not trying to aggro that big ass Vanguard. No. Ah. Yeah, it's difficult in there. Almost died. You know, I think it is a setting thing. Is that it will sometimes, depending on the target you hit with a certain spell like sleep, it'll target that last target indefinitely, even if you manually switch the target and don't lock. So maybe that's something I could change in the settings. I don't want that to happen during like a boss or something. I get the 204 crit. There's mad people. I was like, wait, there's nobody behind me, right? Oh, it does have a drawback. This has 1 minute cooldown. Hey, what's up? Too much with it? How you doing? Welcome to the show. I don't think I've seen you before, unless you changed your name. Hey, that's good to hear. What's going on, man? How's this fine Sunday treating you? The week is about to begin. '2020 is cursed. The week is about to begin. The year is cursed. Why do you think the year is cursed so far? I think it's been positive things, even though yeah, obviously like there's good and bad, but I think there's been more positive than bad things in the start of 2020 from my perspective. How about you? Like, what's been going on that makes you say it's cursed? Said Kobe and Juice dead. It's unfortunate. I think Juice was 19 if I'm not mistaken, but yeah. But Kobe for real. Yeah, I mean there's those, but not to downplay or belittle those tragedies at all whatsoever. But there's also been tremendous positives in the year, especially just the short beginning to the year in comparison. Like last year, it's pretty crazy. I think a lot of people agreed, even though some people had a better experience, that 19 was a L. Just for like everybody. Just for everybody and everything. 19 was a L. Overall. Even if you weren't even losing that bad, it was still just like, From just media, there's a lot of stuff that happened. All kind of stuff. You're right. Coronavirus, you're right. I had to wear a mask today. You're right. We gotta stay positive for real. Yeah, there's literally a viral outbreak. It's like a real sci-fi viral outbreak. It's just happening in front of us right now. If you look on the news right now, if you look on, not even just the news, you look at anywhere, videos, any type of like regular cell phone footage, it looks like a freaking sci-fi quarantine. Like it looks like one of those movies, dude, for real. And it's really happening in real life in your lifetime. Can you believe that shit? This is not like swine flu or whatever they have, or West Nile and all that shit. This is like a literal futuristic virus. Like we're having a real viral outbreak. Sometimes you look is just incredible. It's like wow. Just look like Walking Dead. Yeah, it look like 28 Days or just one of those movies like where they just come through like purge it all. It looks bad, but at the same time it looks cool. Like you see people out there for the wrong reasons, but obviously at the same time you see how like Asian countries or whatever or other countries take their approach to like public health pandemics. Like at least how they mobilize their teams, like the gear that their people are wearing. They're wearing like practical friggin' clean suits, hazmat suits, etc. Like yeah, they're practical, but they look cool, but they also look ominous from afar. Like you see those drone cams and you see like shit like that from a good amount zoomed away. You just see them. That's like a silhouette that is terrifying. Hey, later, take care, man. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, that's nuts. Oh, good luck with classes tomorrow. Oh yeah, man. Consider hitting the button before you leave. You could join the struggle. You could sub. You could whatever. Hit that follow button. I think we finally get through this game if we don't pull anybody else. We made it. Yeah. Yeah. Cape Westwind now accessible. Hey, we got a new dungeon? New instance is contemplate that within Sassavina Prefectus Castrum of the 14th Legion is scheduled to inspect the Imperial outpost at Cape Westwind. Although the native territory subjugated by the Empire within his powers as a field tactician has won him a station of great authority with the Garlean military. Such a formidable enemy will surely prove an obstacle to the Alliance's efforts to purge the realm of the Imperial menace. For the first phase of the Operation Archon, you've been entrusted with the mission of infiltrating Imperial outposts and striking them down. I like this. I thought this was gonna be just a mission in and of itself, and it ended up being an instance. That's nice. Bowl of Embers on trial. I think I only did that once. Shit. Can't be standing here. Got it. I have to do it. There's a bunch of parties recruiting right now anyway, and I have to get out of the way. I think what is it? It's about to be 11. If I get a queue right now, might be able to do this. All right. It shouldn't be too bad. It's a 6-man. It would appear we have unexpected guests. Now, where have I seen you before? Of course. The one who felt Titan. This is the Aiken Slayer. Maybe Titan. I say the closest version. Allow me to hazard guess. By eliminating me, you hope to undermine the garrisons at Occidents. A bold strategy, but do you have the strength to see it to fruition? Send the Occidents, tell them the Lamentions are coming. "15 years have come and gone since Lord Van Belzer first set foot in Eorzea, yet his ambition for the realm burns as strong as I ever did. You know, it fuels the adventure, a desire to deliver people from their suffering. The lands he's conquered were all beset with problems: poverty, starvation, lawlessness, strife. My homeland was no exception. Had my lord not reached out and claimed it for the Empire, I would have eventually destroyed it myself. But under his sage leadership, my people have enjoyed such peace and stability as we've never known. And our desires are selfish. And for this realm, under his rule, Eorzea would be free from the shackles, while spinal the shackles of fate. There would be no feeble leaders to misguide the masses, no Icons to bleed them dry. True peace will reign, and people will be free to live their lives without fear or persecution of oppression. Should you doubt the truth of my words, I bid you look upon me. I am no son of Garland. Yet Lord Belsar saw fit to raise me to a station of great honor. He measures a man not by his birth, but by his worth. Such is the sense of justice. By his grace of his excellency, I am where I was born to be, upon the field of battle. He's given me a noble cause to fight for, and worthy adversaries to smite. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not wont to bear steel needlessly, if you are deaf to reason. In the name of Lord Van Basil Ritalin as rise, I swear to strike you down. My fault, I hope they didn't mind waiting for that first time. Hey, wait, guys. Yo, wait, so what happened to Stone Skin? Where are important white mage spells right now? Look. Yeah, let's not be over there. Hey, we did it. In and out. Thank you for the trophy. Pant. That was a light. Lord Van Basil. When the cutscene is longer than the fight. Thank you, you guys were great. You were awesome. Well, that's done. It's perfect time for me to get out of here because I thought it was going to be a whole hour-long dungeon plus. So I'm not mad at all. Got through the boss, got a trophy for it too. Let's just get through the scene. The light, the Magitex transporter. Are you there? Where's the news from Italy? Has he fallen? Blah, blah, blah. He's down. With this deed, you've sown the seeds of our ultimate victory. The fading of the light that presages into the end of an empire's tyranny. Riditin Sasarvina is no more. Let the next phase of Operation Archon commence. Hoorah! Hoorah! It seems you've done it. I'd raise a tanker to you, but I'm afraid we've no time to savor the victory. There's still a small matter of infiltrating Castrum Meridium and destroying the Ultima weapon. I know. The rest, no rest for the preternaturally gifted. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself and make your way back to the Immortal Flames encampment. The communications officer will issue you your orders. I'll be waiting for you at the main host. Brea. Look, Hydlin. Your minion comes, bringing the light. Alas, the gate to the void already stands open. Soon darkness shall consume all, and you shall bow down before the one true God. The Perfectus slain. Regrettably so, my lord. At the hand of Akon himself, if the centurion who has survived the attack is to be believed. Sejunius Reddithin. Where were his men when he faced the enemy? Fleeing as their commander was yielded up and took his last breath? If it should prove they questioned his right, I cannot speak for them, my lord. He sent them away, man. It's all good. Beg pardons, my lord, but there is more. The Maelstrom has laid siege to Castrum Occidens. Likewise, Crimson Fleet moves towards Castrum Marinum. I believe that's where we're headed next. So this is their answer. Yo, it's about to be all-out war for the end of the game. Very well, we shall crush them as we crush the Akons. Go forth and show them the futility of their resistance. The Power Rangers think they can defeat us. Alright, that's done. We are basically wrapping up. Oh shit, run. Wrapping up the end of ARR right now. Let me just get out of this area. It's just aggro everywhere. And if we make good time and everything goes good, I'm gonna try to get Shadowbringers because we're doing some like real fast-paced movement right here. I don't know. We've been moving very crazy. Like it was nice. So I'll try to grab Shadowbringers when I can if everything goes well. Let me just get through this first. Like I don't think there's anything that they've added to Shadowbringers that like I can't or I would need to take advantage of right now that is like necessary for like leveling and what I'm trying to do with this character. So I'm not worried about getting it immediately, and we'll get to it. But yeah, with that, thank all you guys that came by. Thank you to the subs. Thank you for those who subbed today. The new subs and new folks. Thank you to all the new folks that came by today. Thank you for some of the old folks that came by. I still haven't seen all the regulars. But I've seen some of the new people and the people that are becoming regulars and stuff like that. Good to see you guys back. It's a nice first time back. I'll be back tomorrow depending on how I feel. But definitely like throughout the weekend, and we'll try to get like a schedule going. But I'm thinking it's gonna be like 8 to 11 or something like that. Maybe like every day or every other day, or like, well, not every single day, but like every mostly every weekday probably, or every other day weekday. We'll do like 8 to 11 probably, and try to get that going. And anyway, we're back. We're gonna slowly build back up the channel stuff. The sub wall is still here. All the other good stuff is still here. Get the things that you guys like to see back the most. Whatever game, as usual, whatever games you want me to play, just let me know. I'll play them. This is more your time than mine. Some of you actually paying for it, so you know what I mean. yeah, like whatever, man. You guys have fun. Have a rest of your Sunday, the hour left of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. GG.